Alright, well, after I said that the Texas-Arizona State game was boring, I had to record another video to correct that one. That thing got crazy. So, still January 1st, this now in the afternoon. We got to get things loaded up here. Let's go ahead and at least get the electronics on. Alright, so we got one passenger we're taking to Navasota Municipal. No idea where that is other than just south of College Station. We've got 164 pounds we're putting in that seat. Okay, and then cargo-wise, we are good. We can actually take 6 pounds out, not bringing a whole lot of anything. Although, no, I gotta remember fuel doesn't automatically set here. So what is our fuel? We need to put, how long is our flight? Flight is 147. I'll probably go 162 pounds, get away with that. That's going to be 81 pounds in each side. So yeah, we're going to have to add some cargo, otherwise it's going to probably say, unless it, fuel-wise, no, we're good. Alright, so we got 81 pounds in each side. That's going to put 14 gallons in each. Let's go ahead and get that set up real quick. Oops. Thought it was starting at 0. It is not. Alright, 24 gallons to start off. Okay, let's put in, we're going direct to 60R. Okay, got that in. Check all this set. Taxi and landing on. Start up the engine.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
So I'm hopeful that we'll do 2 flights. We'll get upgraded. We're going to upgrade the plane at that point as well. And then hopefully there'll be some updates coming out soon to clean up some of the issues with planes. But probably 2 more flights left on this one. Let's take a look at the weather. See what we got.
Kilo Golf Kilo Yankee automated weather observation.
So wind's still out of the north.
0 Zulu. Wind tree 57 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 9er C dew point. 1C altimeter tree 0. Tree 801. Kilo Golf Kilo Yankee.
Alrighty. So we've got that, we got that. Let's put that on. I'm gonna go heading this because we're essentially, I guess we're kind of at an angle right now. We'll reset it on the runway. We're gonna go to 6,000 because we don't really need to go up too high. And we should have a tailwind the whole way there, so it's gonna be a nice, quick little flight here. Yeah, let's depart south.
Ground November 2 tree 451, request taxi for takeoff south departure.
November 2 tree 451 taxi to and hold short of runway tree 4. Contact tower on 128. 625 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway tree 4451.
All right. Can I taxi down here? Yep. Okay. Just wanted to. There was the gap with some grass there, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to get weird. Okay, so should be pretty short flight, especially if we got a tailwind. Really not gonna be too much to deal with. And then, yeah, we're gonna get there and just have to figure out what is going on. That was some bad frames dropping out of nowhere. Get out of this terrible looking city that has no photogrammetry and into small towns that have no photogrammetry, but I think the smaller towns look better than the big towns do with the AI. Alright, let's contact tower.
Tower November 2 tree 451 at runway tree 4 ready for departure to the south. November 2 tree 451 altimeter tree 0. Tree 8 south departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4451.
Okay. Taxi out and get going here.
Pilot, good flight.
Alrighty. Fly down the end of the runway and then we'll get turned.
51 continue for south departure. Tower November 2 tree 451 continue for south departure.
Flaps up. Landing and taxi off. We're at the end of the runway, so let's start our turn. Do a fairly quick, sharp turn here.
For 51 leaving my airspace frequency change approved. Tower November 2 tree 451
And
frequency
away we go.
change.
Put autopilot on, nav on, vertical speed on. It's grabbed the direct, and we're at 3,000 feet. Got a tailwind, sort of a tailwind at 11. Ground speed 176 at the moment. Get bumped around here. So yeah, let's take a look at where we are headed. Navasota is an actual town. It's got a north-south runway. Looks like a golf course right next to the taxiway. Like, I could easily hit a plane, no problem, being terrible at golf. That is the closest I've ever seen a golf course to a taxiway and runway. So yeah, it's just south of College Station. And there's just all the same stuff that we saw coming in right now. And eventually we will get into a little bit of a new area. We are just getting beat up here though. I'll pull everything back just a little bit here. Alright, so 46 minutes out, so that should, as we level off, get a little bit quicker. But we are really getting bumped around. Got a golf course down there. Hopefully things will smooth out as we get a little higher up, but yeah, this wind speeds are really bouncing around. Ground speed 178 at the moment, but we are still in our climb. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and say 5,000 is good enough. Just to cut some of that time out on the climb. Looks like we got some Holcomb Midlothian plant. I don't know. Midlothian is the town name. I'm guessing Holcomb is too, but a bunch of stuff getting scraped off the surface around here. And just below us, we've got US 287, and crossing is 67. And we'll be catching I-35 a little ways down. It is off over there, I believe. Alright, we're at 5,000 feet. Got ground speed 194. Did lose a bit of tailwind here. Let's go ahead and back this down. And bring it down to around 2,200. Should be saving us quite a bit of fuel now. 17.7 gallons an hour. 41 minutes out, so it's actually not going to go. I thought it was going to go pretty quick, but still going to be 41 minutes. We got an airport off that way. That is Midway Regional. We do have traffic in the area. So we've got 1,200 feet below us just in front, and that's going directly under us. Might be able to see them if they pop off this way. Look for something moving down there. Or it could be just a Boeing 737 scraping the ground like it tends to do. I'm not seeing anything. Could be something. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see it. I cannot spot planes. Alright, we got a big old lake ahead of us, so what is that going to be? That is Navarro Mills Lake. Alright, so ground speed 187, 40 minutes out. Watched a good video on unleaded fuels and trying to switch them over, or trying to switch that into the aviation industry by Scott Manley. That was, yeah, it was pretty good. If you haven't watched that, definitely go, because it kind of explains why the aviation industry is so far behind on it. Yeah, we got something scraping the ground over there, I think. Or they're flying 1,000 feet off of the ground, but luckily we're out of the really busy area. And I don't think we're going to see much traffic. I think it's only really centered around the major cities, so one day, once they get a good traffic system in for 2024, I may look into that and put it in, but until then, we'll just deal with what we got here, which is farmland and small towns and the interstate. This is I-35 down there. Should say I-35 East. Forgot which one I came through. I may have just not even went through there when I went to Austin. Yeah, I think I did. So yeah, we're gonna end up just outside of Houston, actually. I didn't realize College Station was that close to Houston. But around us at the moment, we got Italy just below us. Italy, Texas. And then Avalon, Texas. Maybe over there. Definitely got a bit of a valley going on here. something. Or it's along a valley. Maybe that's what's going on. This is just flattened off. Frost is the next town we're going to come up to, and Blooming Grove and Mertens. Frost is that town there. That lake looks a little bigger over there. Yes, that lake is much bigger over there. It's a reservoir. That is a runway. No? Yeah, I think it is, but it's not actually on the map in the right spot. That, I mean, that's a runway. So where is that? Yeah, it's not even listed on this map. But 34 minutes out, ground speed 185, fuel flows at 18. See if this lake has a bunch of people living on it. It looks like it's a little bit flatter terrain to handle it. Also looks like we should have some power lines going through that area, but they are not in there. Who knows, maybe it's pipeline. I don't know if they have to clear that much. I would assume they would. But Navarro Mills Lake. We do have people living on it. Not even really seeing a dammed up site. Oh, okay, yeah, I am. The dam is right there. But still kind of wooded and maybe a little rougher terrain. Doesn't look like AI is picking up on a bunch of houses, but it could just be because there's so much tree area around it. Just past this we got Dawson. Hubbard. But yeah, very, very flat at the moment. I'm guessing it's pretty flat all the way to Mexico. Adding these towers in has improved things quite a bit. Just having those popped up all over just makes the world look a little bit more realistic. Yeah, there's the dam. There's Hubbard. Oh, cat getting fed. Oh, a lot of little lakes around here it's showing. Alright, so next up, Coolidge, little town up here, although that might be Tehacana. I can't. That one's one that I cannot pronounce. Got Mk.II also, and yeah, there is quite a lot of water around here. A drunk man designed this road. I guess all of this elevation falls off. And that is a really big reservoir over there. Alright, still at 184 ground speed, 29 minutes out. Go ahead and swap that over. Coolidge, coming up on the left side here. Tiny, tiny, tiny town. Single thing listed other than a cemetery. Got a high school there, the track, here's the cemetery. Or is it further out here? No, that's the cemetery because there's a screwed up intersection that doesn't quite go four-way. Got a cloud in the sky. Okay, well, now Groesbeck is the next little town that we're going to come to. We're going to follow this river down to a reservoir. So I accidentally just put the parking brakes on. Make sure that those are correct. You don't want to be landing full stop. That down there is Mk.II. And I believe this is Lake Mk.II. Along, what is this river? Navasato River. And we are headed to Navasato, so yeah, I guess it makes sense that we would follow that river. Another little mine here. Or it's just a clearing. Not really seeing it on the map like all the others. Fort Parker State Park right here. The town of Groesbeck is right there. Does it have anything interesting in it? Possibly a prison or a college. Maybe that's just their schools. Or this area here. Yeah, that's a school, I think, with the track. Some funky shaped buildings. Alrighty. Got a big old mine coming up. I'm guessing that's what all of this is. But yeah, we don't have any big cities for a bit. College Station will be the big one. And yeah, we're not even going to be on the side to see the college. But I am sure we will end up there one day. "23 minutes out, 183 ground speed. Tiny tailwind of 6. So what I need is $175 XP. I don't think we're gonna get it off of this flight because the other flights have been longer and BXB has been around 150. See if there's any planes at this airport. Very doubtful. We're going to 60R. And there are quite a few planes. And there's, oh no, the Vision Jet's not for rent. They do got a PC-24, but that is so broken. Twin Otter has 7 million, so the rent on that is just not going to be possible. They do have a Kodiak 100 there though, so they've actually got 3 of them, and it's very cheap as well. If that plane does test out and I hit this next rank on this flight, and it is possible that we're gonna rent that and get rid of our trusty Cessna. There's also a F-18 here that costs 17.8 million to rent and 90,000 a day plus 100,000 flight hour. Yeah, don't think we're gonna be getting one of those anytime soon. Since we are doing this as solo nomad pilot, the progress is not going to come very quickly, but it'd be really boring if we progress very quickly through this, because if I'm going to put out a video a day, that would be like we'd just get to airline flying. I don't think we're ever going to get to airline flying. So here's the mine. It's got like 2 separate areas, and in one of them we got these 3 little bits. Got Twin Oaks Reservoir with Oak Grove Power Plant. See that? Stacks there. And I believe that is an airport there. Just went out of view. That possibly, if it is an airport, Rockin' 7 Ranch Airport. Very, very odd name. Then again, it looks like we got oil scattered all over the place. A little change in the way the wind's blowing here. Kind of popped off to our right. Absolutely nothing in the sky and nothing on the horizon. I've seen some weird things coming up on the map that look like tiny little dams. Let's see if we can figure out what it is. It could just be that. These little lakes all over. Not really seeing anything. Some over here as well. But it must just be lakes that are formed up with a tiny little bit of dam. What do we got over here? It's showing a bunch of stacks over here. It's just oil though. Alright, well, we are out of that. We're crossing US 79 in a second. Out of Franklin, Texas. Over there. Got something called Hilltop Lake over here. "15 minutes out. College Station should start to be visible somewhere over here. Let's take a look at the water that we can see. This could be College Station behind these two lakes here. Closer here and don't have a whole lot of airports around us. Let's see what we got for weather
Kilo
on the
Lima,
ground.
Hotel Bravo, automated weather observation, 230 Zulu. Wind 027 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature.
Okay. Still out of the north. As you would expect, since we've got a tailwind up here. Yeah, we're definitely getting bounced around a lot more this afternoon than we did this morning on the video that came out yesterday. I've also decided to change up the numbering system. The title's still going to have the number, but the thumbnail's going to have the date of the flight. So, like today will be the second one in January 1st. Have to figure out how to make the thumbnail obvious that it is the second flight of the day. Oh, and I found out, I'll hopefully remember to show it when we get on the ground, the flight log on here logs each flight and puts it on a map with pins, kind of like what I was asking about a few weeks ago. So that will be cool to have it fill up and kind of show our path across this. just got passed. There's something probably headed to Houston. Let's see if we can. I doubt we can spot it. And if it's only 3,000 feet above us, it's probably not an airline. So yeah, starting to see College Station come into view, but we're just gonna be a little off from it. Heading off to the small town to the south of it, southeast of it. So just to get an idea of, we got some rivers around and leading to the town. Obviously that river that we've been following. It's off to our left now in the trees. Let's pop off to the other side over here though and watch as we get closer to College Station, which for a moment it looked like it was maybe photogrammetry, but definitely isn't outside of here. So I don't think it is, which will mean the stadium looks terrible anyways. So not a big deal that we can't see much of the town. Our airport's at 211 feet. Yeah. There is College Station. We got Highway 6 coming out of College Station. Having a hard time picking it out. But we're gonna cross over that, and then that's pretty much gonna put us at the airport. Probably have to be getting down. We're 8 minutes out at the moment. Got an airport. Off to our right somewhere, but I thought I saw it up here, but maybe it was. Or it's hidden back there. There it is. Then we got another airport on the other side of town. Over there. That is by the college. But yeah, no photogrammetry, so not missing out on much by flying off. to the side here. Alright, so there is the highway. That highway then kind of bends out around Navasado. And then we got some rivers around there, so our airport is somewhere probably right around here. That's the town. The airport is a little bit further south of it. 6 minutes out. Let's head down to 3,000 feet at 500 feet a minute. Not going to worry too much about our pace. As long as we don't overspeed. Put our RPM back up a little bit here. Got a random clearing with, I don't know what that is. Nothing on the map to indicate it's anything, other than there's a road in there that goes around. So yeah, we got one runway. It's 5,000 feet. North to south. Just check. Doubt it has. Yep. Doubt it has any automated weather, but let's check this one.
Kilo Charlie Foxtrot, Delta automated weather observation.
Okay, winds are starting to turn a little bit more.
Wind 040 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky condition. Romeo, traffic November 2 tree 45112 miles, north 3700. Ford inbound to land runway tree 5.
Alright, so we're tuned to it. Now we just gotta spot it. Slightly to our right. That goes into town. There's a crossing road and then our airport. Not seeing this one. We're 3,000 feet now. We do have an airplane crossing 700 feet above from the left. Coming straight at us. 8, and it's aimed at us 700. Okay, it's gonna go back behind us. I don't see it. I don't see a damn thing. I got nothing. Alright, well, we're not going to worry about it. There's our airport right there. So, let's go heading, turn ourselves here. Start to bring back the speed. Yeah, you can see the golf course right against the taxiway, and then a ton of water around. Man, screw that golf course. If that is all water in there, you're either gonna hit an airplane or put it in water. No thanks. Alright, we can drop again to 2,000. Do it very quickly. Let's get the speed brakes. And flap. Full flap, speed brakes off. Autopilot off. We're at 2,100. Dead even with the end of the runway now. So some throttle. You have some clouds on the horizon down there. Still 1,700 feet off the ground. Just gonna do a nice slow arc in. What is that noise? It's like something. Something's adjusting. I don't know what it is. We heard it last time too. All right. $1,300 off the ground. It's gonna be a crosswind. A little bit. Hopefully it goes to headwind again like we got in Arlington. Got a little bit of a hill just before, but we'll be still pretty high at that point. Shouldn't mess with us too much. 1,000 feet off the ground. Oh yeah, the wind's gonna be almost a full headwind again. Good news. Bring it on down. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of cross, although it's getting more as we get lower. Kind of getting thrown around here. In at a fairly steep angle compared to what I normally am.
Nice landing, pilot.
Alright. We're down.
Contact ground for your parking assignment, then shut down
Negative
your engine.
89 feet per minute. Wasn't terrible. Kind of kept the nose up there. Alrighty. Taxi on over. I'm sure this van is going to turn down at us and... Nope, it's actually going to go the other way. So, not a bad flight. Still ended up being an hour, 3 minutes of video. That's gonna get a little longer. Doesn't look like we got a whole lot of parking over here, but I'm gonna just park in front of these planes and they can move me. We're not even gonna park facing the wind. That way they have to move us sooner. Alright.
Okay, pilot. The guests are leaving the aircraft now.
Didn't turn my landing lights on. Forgot about that. So let's take a look at what we got. And cost us a little under 600. XP 98. But are we gonna get... No, we're not gonna get enough. So next flight should do it. Push us over 3,000 XP. We'll get a couple of bonuses here. But yeah,
Transporter from dispatch.
$210,000 now.
Completed. Thank
We're
you.
at
See you soon for another mission.
29.28. So one more flight and we should be able to jump up
You are
and
clear to
start
start
doing a
your
few
engine.
different types of flights. It'll open up VIP, search and rescue, and a few other things. So that is what I'm looking forward to. We used 120 pounds of fuel there, and yeah, it's a good flight. Let's go take a look at this stupid golf course. I'm really wondering what's going on with it, because, like, first off, you got really boring housing right next to it, but why is there so much water? I mean, horrible. That is so much water on a course. I would have to buy like 2 packs of balls with that, and then you're teeing off right here at the end of the runway, or this is a green at the end of the runway here, so anything with a little bit of you know, like a jet turn in here, it's gonna kind of blast the green a little. I mean, maybe you hit it onto the green and you get a jet blast and it rolls in, but yeah, I've never seen a golf course that close. So, and I've never seen a golf course with that much annoying water. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that flight. Thanks for watching.